Hey, we're back at GearCheckGames with Wario Land 4.
Pinball Zone? Like the sound of that.
Pinball Zone. Totally haven't seen it before at all, ever.
No. Well, Dan, since you've already started crappily foreshadowing this, would you like to explain to our audience what you've been through in the last week or so?
My hard drive bit the dust. Yay.
Along with the last 2 episodes we had recorded of this game, so...
Yeah.
This is take 2.
The last time I backed it up was the end of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So, I lost some stuff, but not everything, so...
But did you lose all your streams of Lucky Star?
No, not that. Anything but that.
I would never... I have a... That has its own external hard drive.
He has that backed up 7 times, dude. What do you think? Some kind of dope? Yeah, Dan, you'll remember this, but our animation professor back in college taught us that if it doesn't exist in 3 places, it does not exist at all, so...
Ooh.
Back up your stuff, kids. I say this as I have the entire GCG archive on one external hard drive.
Yeah. Well, fortunately...
Because those cost money.
Fortunately, these files existed in at least 2 places, so I didn't have to re-record the gameplay. We just lost some, we just lost the editing. Fortunately, I had the foresight to upload these earlier.
Yeah.
But, anyway, Wario.
The dragon in the background is reminding me of, and I might be misremembering this, but do you remember the Wizards duel in, the Sword and the Stone?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like what the witch turns into.
Yeah.
Doesn't Merlin turn into like a disease to defeat her?
Yeah.
God.
It turns into like the common cold or something.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that is an underrated gem of a Disney movie right there.
So what,
Wizard Merlin turned himself into the coronavirus.
what kills me is like a lot of those like little side stories that they tell in the Sword and the Stone actually happen in the book The Once and Future King.
Oh yeah.
Like the one where he turns into a squirrel and into a fish. That's in there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh god. Yeah, you watch that and it's like, now surely this is a Disney embellishment, but then I guess not.
Not everything.
Also, have I commented yet on these Ganon-looking pighead guys?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
still
you might have done
entertaining.
that in the lost episodes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
at least
which fun fact for the viewers, that is the first full episode of GearCheckGames that has ever had to be completely re-recorded. Well, this and the following episode.
Yep.
it's
He really
it's
does
no,
look like Ganon, though.
It's no Lavender Town corruption, but it's close.
So you get the unique experience of watching the equivalent of video leftovers.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, isn't GearCheckGames just kind of the leftover of the Let's Play era?
Yes.
Let's play leftovers. That could have been our channel
Oh
name.
man, time to rebrand.
Yeah.
Bye, Gear Check.
Yep.
Nice knowing you.
He's just like
Poor
sitting in a
Gearson.
junk pile crying. Aw. Oh, I'm sad. Our poor mascot.
Yeah, time for our new mascot that's just like,
It's just a
I don't know.
meatloaf.
Yeah.
like a saran wrapped plate of like chopped up ham with a face on it.
Hey,
You know
but
what? That's what-
Thanksgiving leftovers sounds pretty good.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna start telling people that this channel actually is. That's our genre.
The
wrapped up plate of
leftovers
ham.
of Let's Play.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a streaming world now? My internet sucks.
Yeah. We're dedicated to our craft, man.
Yeah.
See, everyone else decided to quit and move on, but we're like, nah, there's still stuff to
We're dedicated to our craft.
Yeah. So why are there lemons and pineapples back there?
Because that's the theme of the room.
Is that
I
the
don't
fruit room?
Yeah, this is the vitamin C room.
Yeah. I'm still a huge fan of the space room that's coming up later.
What space room? You haven't seen this level before.
Yeah, Lit Space Room. What? So I gotta ask, what are these angry spike faces like?
I don't know. I think they might only appear in this level, and I'm not sure what they have to do with pinball.
They look like they're like leftovers from like Rock'em Sock'em robots, and they just happen to throw like evil spikes.
Yeah, they're from Rock'em Sock'em Pinball on the Game Boy Advance.
Yes.
Co-developed by Nintendo
man.
R&D 4.
That reminds me. Oh yeah, here's the Donkey Kong room.
Yeah.
The monkey.
No, it's the ape from 2001.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is Wario the obelisk that he is raging against?
It's the green ape from Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Stanley
I thought
Kubrick's masterpiece, The Green Ape.
Stanley
for some reason,
Kubrick's
I thought-
masterpiece, Godzilla
like-
vs. Mechagodzilla,
It's like the Green Mile or whatever.
in
but-
which Godzilla
Ape.
is controlled by green apes from outer space. Sorry, did I say Godzilla? Mechagodzilla.
for some reason I thought you were going to say Stanley Kubrick's. Oh fuck! Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Fuck! I lost my idea because
Is
I
it
waited
any
so long.
coincidence that Godzilla sounds so close to Gorilla?
Yeah.
I think not.
Aren't they
I think
trying
he's
to
been
get them?
controlled by a green ape the whole time.
Aren't they trying to get them to fight
Well, in
in the movies?
I think so. Well, in James Rolfe's Godzilla-thon, he talks about how Godzilla might be like a portmanteau of like gorilla and whale in Japanese.
Oh,
But I don't know.
but that
I
is
don't
a
know.
strange merged creature. I do not want to fight.
But like, so like, I guess I get the whale connection because he's enormous, but like, gorilla?
A gorilla
Okay.
whale, though. Like,
How terrifying would that be?
They should
like
make a
whale
kaiju
with
that's
big,
like-
burly arms.
Yeah.
or just like a gorilla with webbed feet and a giant whale tail.
That's what Roland Emmerich should have done. Instead of the actual Godzilla reboot that we got, make a Godzilla that's actually a gorilla whale.
Or the most terrifying hybrid of them all.
Yeah.
Gorilla with a blowhole.
instead of just making him a big lizard, yeah.
These apes can swim.
You'd never forget that.
You see a big hairy like island poking out of the water, shooting like a water spout out of the top.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if we mentioned it yet, but this is another one of those stages where the music is just relaxing as heck.
Real slow.
Yeah, I may have mentioned this before, but I never would have expected a Wario game to have such like a relaxed tone to the stages.
Yeah. It makes it. This is one of those songs that it feels like it's constantly getting slower, but it's not.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it is when you're like crawling.
Oh yeah, this is instead of a Cubone ape, now we have Long Ape as the background. It's his
Yeah.
brother. Oh yeah, these are those weird snot gorillas you don't like.
Yeah. I don't like them.
Joe is definitely one of those kids that always just like ran away from Snotty on Outset Island in Wind Waker.
Ugh.
Which I mean, I was as well. But
I mean, did I forget to do that for our actual playthrough?
I feel like you remembered.
Because if I didn't set aside a time to just like swing the sword at him for a few minutes, then I don't know what I was doing with that playthrough.
Oh, I never swung my sword at him because I didn't want to get boogers on my sword.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. I don't want to soil it.
The master sword can only be cleaned by one thing and one thing only.
The master towel.
But it's lost its cleanliness over the years, so you have to go to 2 temples and restore it.
God.
You have to find the towel sages.
You have
Oh,
to
God.
use the 3 sacred flames to boil the goddess's water and put the towel in.
I don't like that term, goddess's water. Nope, I don't like it. This is.
Well, it's just their new brand of bottled water, Trey.
I'm rejecting this term.
There's nothing dirty or suggested about
The
it.
heavenly liquid.
Okay, now you're stretching it, dude.
The sepulture of
I feel like we could
almost.
I feel like we could probably make a profit selling like a brand of bottled water called Goddess Water.
I mean, I know we're about a year late on this, but there is a precedent with the bath water that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you wanna further lose your hope for humanity.
See,
Oh, that's been going on for a while. Like they've got vending machines in Japan for used underwear.
oh god.
Well, to get off of this change, I'm gonna point out that Sasquatch in the background has bell-bottom legs.
He was born in the
Yeah, he
70s.
Yeah.
Joe,
He's
it's a
just
perspective thing.
He's got his swag going.
No,
Yeah.
people do that in character design. They have the legs kind of like fan out at the bottom.
So we recently watched Tremors for one of our good movie nights.
Yeah.
And this ape has legs that go all the way up.
Yeah, as sort of an intermission between all of the terrible Pokemon movies we've been watching.
Oh yeah, I don't remember if we've mentioned that yet, that we're doing a Pokemon movie marathon.
I think we mentioned that in one of the episodes that Dan lost.
Aw.
So here we are mentioning it again. Me and Trey are
Yeah.
doing a marathon
Just
of
in
every
case.
single
Yeah.
Pokemon movie.
Just like I've been doing with my own computer. We're probably gonna be saying things that we know we've said before, but saying them again. Because we're not totally sure if we've said them in an episode
Yeah.
that made it or in an episode that didn't.
You know what? If it's a good thing, it's worth repeating.
You know what? Yeah. Listen.
So
if
none of our
fans-
commentary is worth repeating.
Yes.
True.
If fans don't understand who we are by episode 2 or 3 of a playthrough, why are they still watching?
If they don't understand who we are, which
Why are they
is
still watching, period?
incompetent.
Hey, they gotta stick around for that sick Kingdom Hearts commentary.
I think we've plugged that playthrough more than any other in these videos.
I'm excited about it, yo.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's already started airing by this point.
Yes.
Oh, this is a very cruel place for a frog statue.
Yeah. You straight up can't avoid that, can you?
I don't think so.
Mario doesn't have his Mega Man X mid-air dash, does he?
I mean, there's not really a whole lot of reason to avoid that except
Yeah.
to clear out the rooms before you go through them.
Oh yeah, I think I remember lamenting that we didn't get to enjoy the backgrounds in these last few levels as long because they're making you rush. But hey, we get Rosie the robot. I'm here for it.
For a second, I thought that robot was made of, like, dice. Turns out it's just little...
It's King Dicebot.
Yeah.
I am not programmed to gamble. Oh yeah, they got the little keys from the old...
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I should say this again. So this game has a thing going on where if objects leave the screen like far enough, it'll despawn.
Oh, yeah.
And like with many pretty much with all the mechanics and like quirks with the system in this game, the devs like knew that, and so they made puzzles out of it, like the ones in this room where you have to throw them into like the beginning of a long path and then follow them down so they don't despawn after going too far off the screen.
The most inconvenient Plinko machine on Earth.
So you have to, like, catch yourself on the way down so that it doesn't despawn before it lands in the basket.
You didn't go for the red coin.
No.
This hurts me.
Yeah. How are you gonna get the shine spray, Dan, if you don't collect all the red coins?
Yeah.
It's not like I have a need for this money anyway, but like I still get it because it's Wario. You gotta be in character.
Here's the next game idea. Instead of getting a sequel to Mario Sunshine, we get Super Wario Sunshine. And you just get to see shirtless Wario.
Except
Wait,
it's about
at what point in Mario Sunshine do you see shirtless Mario?
Doesn't he? Oh no, I'm thinking of
Odyssey.
Shit.
I don't think you were playing an officially licensed copy of Super Mario Sunshine, Trey.
He was playing Granddad's Sunshine.
I was playing the Newgrounds version.
Oh. Meat and Shine Kingdom.
I will say, getting forced to do community service for a crime he committed does seem like the sort of thing Wario would have to do.
I was gonna say, if would the Wario version of Mario Sunshine be that like your Wario came to this new island and he decided to industrialize it?
Yeah.
So like as you progress through the game, the sky gets darker and darker as like smog fills up the sky.
Yeah, it's like Mario Sunshine but played backwards.
You're just describing every moment that you encounter the goblins in World of Warcraft.
The game opens with Wario in a hot tub with Bowser.
Yeah.
Now this is how you start a vacation.
And then the whole thing is just him slowly taking shine sprites away from the gate.
And then like a third of the way through the game, Wario finds out that he has a son that he never knew about.
And then at the end, he gets on a plane with Princess Peach and just flies backwards away from the island.
Can you imagine, like, he has to, like, take custody of his child? Like, say his ex-wife dies, and it's just the adventure of...
Wait a minute. Why is Bowser Jr. Wario's son? I don't really see that. I mean, I don't see the family resemblance between him and Peach either, but Wario, come on.
You see, when in college, Bowser and Wario had a one-night stand.
Well...
See, Wario's son is actually Waluigi. Wario's a lot older than
mama
he looks.
alone, you bad man.
He's part dragon turtle.
So who would be the final boss of Wario Sunshine? Would it be Mario?
It would be that piranha plant at the airstrip. It's just the same boss you've already fought like 3 times.
God.
There's
Is
your
that
finale.
really how often you have to fight that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, Mario's... I think I like Mario Sunshine quite a bit, but, like, I think people do have a case that, like, there are some issues with that game. Not the least of which is how many times you have to fight that damn polluted piranha.
Speaking of,
And the blooper.
Speaking of things you
Oh,
missed. Or things you have to repeat.
Whoa!
Shit, I made my own joke.
Halfway there. Wow.
That's a humongous level to have to replay.
The secondary collectible of Wario Sunshine would be you collect shine sprites, then you sell them to the Tanuki for coins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me what I was gonna say earlier. You said the beginning of Wario Sunshine is him up on the gate peeling shine sprites off. He has like a special
Peeling shine sprites.
Yeah. He's peeling them like a banana.
Stripping them for gold.
Yeah. He's got like a specially made like electronic screwdriver that like allows him to peel them out of the gate. And like he's not upset that they like catch him and
screwdriver.
Yes. He's not mad that they like catch him and make him do community service. He's mad that they stole his like $500 screwdriver.
Hey man, you should have thought of that before you committed a crime.
Yeah.
So would that mean the screwdriver is Wario's like gadget for the game instead of Flood?
Yeah, like
It's just
So,
like,
instead of shooting
like an EGAD
instead of
screwdriver.
shooting water. Yeah, instead of shooting water to like clean stuff up and like hover around and stuff, Wario's just got a screwdriver that he uses to like break into ATMs. And
yeah. It's just a Ratchet and Clank clone, like.
It's not Nintendo's most mechanically robust game, but it gets the job done.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this now. You have to like get him to throw it at exactly the right spot.
exactly the right spot, which is Wario's mouth.
Oh wait, does he have to be facing the apple? Oh no. Okay.
Ooh, barely.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't give you anything but coins. It just makes you rich. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I know I commented it in the Lost episode. But I like the little death heads behind the little gates.
Oh yeah.
They're decorated for Halloween.
Yeah. For Wario-ween. That didn't come out right. Forget I said that.
Wario
With pleasure.
Oh, God.
So you just gotta say it in his voice, then it sounds right.
Exit. I want that to be the sound that plays when my computer shuts off.
And then when you're booting up your computer, it's hurry up!
Right? God, with my dinosaur of a laptop, it needs it. For those of you fans that don't know, this computer is a dinosaur.
Yeah, he actually has a dinosaur. The last of its kind.
Like dinosaurs?
I resurrected it from Amber myself.
So I'm guessing that's the last thing we're doing this. Oh, or is it? Oof.
Fight.
You pull up in bamboozled.
Yep.
What was it? Cuckoo Corner?
Cuckoo Condor.
Okay, can we establish it's Cuoco? If you're talking about the Zelda chickens, it's Cuoco. It's not Cuckoo.
Oh.
But we're talking about a cuckoo clock.
Well, yeah, that is cuckoo. There's no such thing as a cuckoo.
I'm cuckoo for cuckoos.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I remember this boss.
And with that, I'm gonna stop saying cuckoo.
No, man. Let it. You gotta just, like, hammer it in there.
No. No!
Just like we're hammering this boss.
Yeah.
With his own cuckoo clock.
It's just claw hand.
This reminds me of the boss in Sonic 3 and Knuckles that you defeat by having him whack himself with his own arms.
I like that.
Not quite as stupid, but still.
Now I can't get the Sonic Mania Robotnik theme out of my head.
Yep. So, like all bosses, he has a second phase. Just a weird, creepy ghost bird.
I like that he just has a smaller version of himself as a weather vane.
Yep. And each of them has an earring.
I don't understand this ghost bird.
Like, it doesn't even look like a proper vulture, like an actual weather vane. It just looks like a small vulture. Maybe it's like taxidermy.
Can those little baby ducks hurt you?
Yes. Because, as you'll see, if you, kind of miss the beat and start letting the little ducklings pile up, then they'll, never stop. And
See,
they just
now
run at you and explode.
Yeah, now that part was reminding me of one of the bosses from Donkey Kong Country Returns. Which coincidentally is also a giant bird that floats around and, like, drops projectiles at you. Oh wait, no, I'm mixing up two of them. There's the flying bird boss, and then there's the chicken robot boss.
I'm a chicken hawk.
We'll get to Donkey Kong Country Returns one day.
Hey, this
will all make sense.
One day.
Excellent.
And once again, I must say, wah! Halfway there!
Oh yeah, you're gonna show us the items for this
This is
boss.
unfunny the second time. Wonderful.
I don't remember if
I love doing this!
I don't remember if I mentioned it for the previous boss, but there's like there's a bunch of different items in the shop, and there's 4 at the top that all cost the same, and they're the most powerful. And I initially thought which one you choose was just like flavor, just like pick whichever one you like the animation for or whatever.
Right.
But turns out that each of the bosses actually has different like strengths and weaknesses and take different amounts of damage from each one. So there is a best weapon to deal with each of them.
For instance, this one can't take a punch in the face.
Yep. That's what happens if you get grabbed by the claw.
Dan, you had him on the ropes, dude.
Oops.
For that matter, you had already killed the boss, and you just left Wario to die.
You know,
that was a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Alternate timeline. where the inferior Wario decided to spend money.
Yeah,
It
the
took-
Wario
it took
from the
him-
Berenstain universe.
It took Wario to the Ghost Farfetch'd universe.
Uh-oh. Well, if we talk too much longer, we'll end up there too, so we
Yep.
better wrap this up.
Join us next time for the second lost episode.
Oh boy, I can't wait.